He live. Welcome to the Headline Hustle post Christmas. What you talking about, man? How you feeling? As a parent, how you feeling?
I'm feeling drained. Yesterday was
Hey,
rough for me.
a word. You what you mean?
Man, kids after they open presents, man, they like bouncing off the wall. So, but it was good. I had a good
Man.
time. What about you, man?
Oh, great, man. I got everything that I was supposed to get. Once we get to that point, we good. We gotta have a discussion next year about who we getting presents for. Like as once you get kids, presents just for kids and immediate family. My wife, my mom, and the kids. Like these cousins and friends of friends and son-in-laws. Nah, we're not doing
Nah,
that, man. Like
I don't do that.
yeah,
Do
my
that at
wife,
all.
she's a get gifts for everybody type of person. I'm just like, yo, that's dead. Everywhere. If you grown, you old enough to get what you want when you want it. You know what I mean? You ain't gotta wait. If you grown waiting on Christmas to get a gift, like you gotta get yourself together a little better. So we had to get that out of the way. The kids were straight, man, had a great time. I'm a video game Christmas guy because I gotta get them something they gonna spend time on the whole day. I can't be buying them stuff they gonna put down. So anytime they get into video games, we good to go. So, my son, the youngest got Switch stuff. Oldest, he wanted another gaming laptop. So we did that for him, and I was good, man.
Yeah, my kids. The 2-year-old, he got a lot of stuff. The baby didn't really get a lot of things that he could play with because he's 3 months, so he can't really play with a lot of stuff. So maybe like
Sure.
biting toys, like teething toys, learning games, stuff like that. But my oldest son, he went on a cruise, Carnival
Oh,
cruise with
cool.
my mom. Yeah, he's going until
That's what's up.
Saturday. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
so
he had a
that was
blast.
Oh yeah, my mom said he can't stay off the basketball court on the ship though. So I said that's good. That's a win for me. So
That's
that's a
good,
win
man.
for
We
me.
taking a little family trip. I think in July, man, for a week. It's crazy how important that becomes when you get older, man. Just really being a dad that want to be able to, let his family take vacations, man. It's not. It was something I was never able to do as a kid, being from a single parent
Yeah,
household. So now I'm older. I'm like trying to get to a point where we can at least get one or two a year. So we
yeah.
excited about that, man.
I think that's the theme, right? 1 or 2 a year is good for the kids. My wife and I were talking about that the other day. How many family trips do we really need to go on? I'm like maybe two as a family, but
Mhm.
because we travel a lot, doing business, and then we need our time for ourselves. When you get married, you need to make that time for your partner so you don't get lost in the wayside. So I try to make sure that I emphasize that we need time as individuals that come together, like wife and husband need to take that time to be more loving and just take a step away from everything and just focus on that other person. So that's why I said, 1 or 2 family trips, but any other trips that we plan, those have to be our trips because you have to think about we go away for business and then we come back, take a family trip, then go back away for business. You travel a lot too, you're on tour. Um, but you could get lost. Like you could go a whole year without doing anything with your partner. And I don't think
It's
that's
easy.
healthy. Yeah.
It's easy, man. It's easy, especially when you're both building. I think it's a lot easier when just one person is like a business oriented and the other person is like more of a homebody, taking care of the home. It's easier to schedule things that way. But when y'all both got stuff going on, it becomes very difficult to schedule time for y'all to just do stuff relationship related, just for each other.
Yeah.
But
And
yeah,
even
aside
just
from
a
that,
night
man.
out too. Even just a night out, going to dinner. We don't have to go on a trip per se, but like once a month, my wife and I have a schedule. Like the first week is Cam's week, the next week is Gabe week. Messiah doesn't really have a week right now because he's a baby. So Messiah and Gabe kind of merged together on that next week. But then the last week of every month, we take a date night, maybe 1 or 2 days just to relax or go to dinner. And then maybe every other month we might do or I say every 6 months, we might do a trip somewhere. And when you're thinking about it like that, it's easier to budget stuff and it's easier to have everyone show individual attention to whoever weekend that is, right? I think that's very healthy when it comes to parenting. Healthy comes to marriage. Healthy comes to business. You get it well balanced that way. And we just started trying it out. So going into 2025, I really want to emphasize on everyone has their weekend, because during the week you're in school, you're learning, you're working, you're doing this, you're doing that, you're doing this, you're doing that. So that's what we're doing going into 2025. We already started. I don't know, believe in a New Year's resolution type of deal. I think if you want to do something, you go ahead and start implementing it now, and then critique it and make it better once you get into 2025.
So you're saying like every week you're gonna designate it for a different member of your family? That's what you're doing?
Yeah, my household. Yeah.
That's cool, man. That's cool. Me and my wife ain't even really scheduled out exactly what we wanted to do. We just know we want to do something, you know, to get together a little more, man. Yeah, but we
I know.
enjoying it, man.
Yeah, no, Christmas was yesterday, and a lot of things happened yesterday. I know you have some topics you want to bring up this morning. So what you got for us this morning?
Oh man, the first thing I'm a card carrying member of the Beehive, bro. So Beyonce did her damn thing yesterday. It's crazy how racist Twitter is, bro. It's like y'all be you know what I mean? It's just racism that don't make no sense. Like to come up here and hate on Beyonce, she's overrated, she's this and that. It's just like, come on, fam. Like you seen the same performance I seen, bro. Like that performance made me feel like Kendrick got to tighten up for the Super Bowl, because Shorty went crazy. It seemed like she ain't had no budget. She had, horses, cars, Cadillacs. Yeah, like crazy types of pyrotechnics and groups and bands. So I'm like, it was a Super Bowl level performance at a halftime show for Christmas. So I'm like, and there ain't no Taylor Swift performance that I'm thinking that rivals that. Like I'm like, when y'all say she's overrated compared to who? Who are you comparing Beyonce to when you say Beyonce's overrated? Because that's what I want to know. Because I don't see anybody doing music today that I see and I'm in awe watching it. Like her voice is still there. She can still dance. I'm like, and that's saying a lot. A lot of these girls who sing ain't singing and dancing. She might not have the best, some people comparatively the best voice in music today. Some people say, certain people can sing better than her, like Jasmine Sullivan or whatever. But I'm saying as far as a performer, dance moves, spin moves, all that stuff with the voice, I don't think nobody's seeing her, man, as far as entertainers. Or not in this world today.
And it's crazy because she is 43. I'm just looking it up. Beyonce is 43 years old, killing younger girls with her performances.
Yeah, that's and wild. Then it's a step. Oh, this is the intro right here. Let me check this out right here, man. Now, check this out. My thing with this is I'm watching the performance. I don't know if you caught it, but I never seen nobody perform from the tunnel to the stage. Because when it came on, I'm thinking, okay, I didn't know she had you know what I mean, performed in the tunnel all the way to the stage. So we got a whole concert in the pre-concert before she even took the stage. So I'm like, yo, come on, man. I don't know if that's probably not the first person who did that. I don't know. But to me, I was like, yo, she went crazy, man.
Man, you know how much wind you have to sing and perform and like all of that. I don't think it has been a person that has performed from the tunnel to the stage and then get on stage and get to it. Crazy. If it was someone, I don't know. I can't think of anybody. And that was like a freaking Super Bowl halftime show. I didn't get a chance to watch. I saw little excerpts and snippets of it, but it looked crazy. I was like, I had to check and see if it was the Super Bowl. Like, did I miss the Super Bowl? Because everybody was tweeting about it.
Might as well have been. And now you got Kendrick having to basically, he's standing up to that. So that's not fair, to be honest with you. Beyonce, that's a legacy act, man. That's like somebody like Earth, Wind, and Fire at this point who performing. Like, you can't compare him to somebody who been doing this joint. I don't know how Beyonce been in the game about 20-something years, right? She been in the game a long time.
Yeah.
If she might be inching towards 30, to be honest. I wouldn't say, you know what I mean? But before we move on, man, check. Go.
No, you go ahead.
Let's see how long she been in the game. Check this out from Candace Owens, man. You know, the residential black white girl. She says she got 3 children, 1 to 3, and have never thrown any of them a birthday party or purchased them Christmas or birthday gifts. Christmas comes from family and friends already, so I give them those gifts because they would need more than a few gifts each. I just don't understand the culture of birthday parties for toddlers that don't ask for them and certainly won't remember them. I do bake them sweets and sing them happy birthday. Now, with this thing, how do you feel about, because I see where she's coming from. No birthday gifts or birthday parties from ages 1 to 3 because they don't count. They don't. They really for us. How you feel about that?
I mean, I kind of agree with her on that. Like 0 to 3, you're gonna put a whole bunch of money towards a kid that can't even speak really. But you know, when they turn 2, they could talk, but they don't really know what they want. They don't know. Oh, I'm excited. Like my son got a Superman yesterday. We got a lot of toys. He slept with that Superman last night. That's it. He only cared about that Superman. So like throwing big events for younger children because you want them to remember, quote unquote. I don't think is not really a way to go. You're going to waste a lot of money. And I know people may say, "Oh, well, you know, it's for the kid." No, it's actually for you. That's just like black people throw a birthday party for the kid anyway. And I'm not saying it's only black people, but you know, people of our color, our background throw it because my people have done it. Throw a party, and then what's after that?
Yeah,
the after party.
That's big in the Spanish community too, man. My Spanish homies, they will throw a lit kids party. They will throw a lit 2-year-old with alcohol and cakes. They got wine coolers at their little 2-year-old joint. So that's big on them too. But yeah, I agree with you, man. I never understood what people take their kids to Disney World as 3 and 2-year-olds. It's like, y'all, why? It's a photo opportunity, to be honest. Or when you do the little balloon arrangement for your 1-year-old and 2-year-old, y'all doing that for y'all. This kid don't care nothing about none of that stuff. So shout out to Candace Owens, because I think the only way we can pull that off is if a woman's cool with it. Because most of the men, we always like, bro, we don't. Of course, no birthday party. Let's not do it. But if you can get your wife to say no birthday party, oh, you good to go. You good to go, man. Speaking of parties, man, imagine, Hank, you never know what's going to go down when you visit your significant other's family, bro. Like you for the first time, yo. Imagine visiting your significant other's family and then the aunt just still off on you for no reason. Like you don't even know what happened. Like you having a good time and the aunt just still. Let me check this video out. This shorty, bro.
Put a finger down if you went to go spend the holidays with your girlfriend's family, with her mom, her sister, her aunt, her grandma. You guys are all conversating, eating food, drinking, having a great time. At one point, you and your girlfriend go up with her little sister up into her bedroom and are just looking all the things in her room, saying it's so cool, it's a new room. And your girlfriend's aunt comes up. This is the first time you're ever meeting your girlfriend's aunt. She is 40 years old. And out of nowhere, she comes and gives you a right hook while you're sitting down, and she charges at you. At this point, you pass out. Once you hit the floor, you open your eyes up real quick, and you see that you're being dragged by your hair. Your girlfriend is grabbing her own aunt off of you and then puts her into a chokehold until EMS arrives and takes everyone's witness and stories. Merry Christmas and happy holidays.
Yo, man, listen, bro. First of all, the white lady, that's hilarious. Oh my god, yo, it's just a little bit to unpack right here because
No. First of all, she said when you open your eyes, like you could have just said knocked out. I got knocked.
She slept, bro. She got slept. That's insane, bro. That's insane. But my thing is this: is like, do you ask your significant others the status of their relationship with their family before you go? I don't think you have to, but now at this point, I'm feeling like you really need to be like, yo, are you and your family good? Is anybody in your family that you're not rocking with? So I know, because that's crazy.
Yo, Just imagine. Like, I wish we could replay the whole scene. Like, you just walk in there, you're sitting down, and you just look up, and you see a fist coming towards your face. Yo, I'm not gonna curse, but she messed her. Her eye. I felt her pain.
She rocked it.
She had to hit her more than one time too. She was just asleep. Well, I don't know how long she was asleep, but she was going to work when she was asleep.
I don't know if I might break up with my girl, bro. You don't mess around, let your uncle knock me out like that, and then he let me know what was going on.
It sounded like they were. She has a girlfriend. That's what it sounds like, right? Maybe the aunt didn't agree with her being, gay,
that type of relationship, And she said she went up to her room, but maybe the aunt was like, "Oh, y'all gonna disrespect like that and go up to your room?" But the aunt because the aunt low key could have been standing up for the mom. And it's just us trying to figure this out. The mom might not approve of y'all going up in the room, and y'all know y'all not supposed to do that. But since the mom don't speak up for herself, the aunt was like, "Hey, yo, don't worry about it. I got you." But still, I'm like, where does the stealing off come in? Like, it's one thing to be like, "Yo, y'all need to stay," because I don't even move like that with my mom. When I was, you bring your girl to the crib, and then you're gonna take your girl in your room. Like, that's kind of wild. Even if
you don't know what type of dynamic that the aunt and the niece has, because she may have told her, like, "You do that, I'm gonna do something to you, or I'm gonna do something to her." She might have warned her. And like, "Oh, you think I'm playing?" So she was just like, "All right, I'm gonna." Then she thought about it. Let me go do something, because she think I'm playing with her.
But the aunt looked like she caught a charge before. The white lady looked like they like her ain't her first rodeo. She got a meth body. She was built real methy. Real skinny white lady, dog. Yeah, she got a real meth body, bro. Like a little skinny white lady like that, bro. With the she got definition in her arms, but she ain't got no muscles. Yeah, that's real meth body right there, bro. She built meth. This is the last. Speaking, we gonna keep the Christmas theme going. Like this. Check this gift out. My man gave to his girl on Christmas right here.
In it. No, it's in it. I ran out of boxes. I promise. It's in there. That's the last. It's inside of there. I promise.
What?
Look in there. Yeah. Yeah.
What is this?
DNA test report. Yeah. 0% paternity probability. Yeah. Yeah. Our son? Nah, yeah, that's not me. This right here say my son ain't my son. And you ain't even got nothing to explain, because this explained it already. Yeah, matter of fact, no, it's not. Go to the next page. I'm going to show you how much I'm joking. I'm going to show you divorce settlement agreement. Divorce settlement. I already pre-made it up. Divorce agreement.
Ooh.
Now,
why you put in that Twinkie box though? Why you put in the Twinkie?
Super petty, bro. He said he wanted busting to put the cream in. I ain't put the cream in you, bro. Like, I don't even know where his brain was at, but I'm just trying to figure out what he was doing when he did that. But that's I don't even know if them videos like that be real, because I don't be thinking like, is that calculated, bro? Like, dudes really be, "Oh, I'm gonna go get the DNA test. I'm gonna give it to her as a gift. I'm gonna record it." I'm like, that's a lot, bro. I don't even know if that's corny, to be honest, man. Of course you want to get it on video, because I feel like if you put a video out of you exposing your chick, you ain't got to tell nobody. Like, you ain't got to make a bunch of phone calls while y'all ain't together. You ain't got da. So I respect that. I respect him going live and being like, "Yo, I just got some test results. This ain't my kid," and then just leave it at that. That way you ain't got to explain yourself to a million people, and you kind of put her out. But sometimes, what if she ain't even know? That now it's crazy. That's crazy. We don't ever talk about that side of it though.
I don't know. I feel like if it's a potential, then and it goes back to being faithful and being married before you have kids, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what happened, or like if I'm married to someone and then I got a question if that kid is mine, I should have never married this person. You know what I'm saying? If it's a potential that I might have a woman that can go out and do something like that, then it's not a good look on me, my decision making. I mean, I can't really lead in the right way. But if you saw her face once she looked at it, she knew the jig was up. She knew it. Because a lot of women do that. Like they'll say, "Oh, he's more stable. He's more established. I'm gonna say this is his baby because I know John can't do anything." You get what I'm saying? So
Sure.
that's the big thing with that. Like I don't think that it's wrong because you never know. Like if he would have brought that to her outside the camera, she might would have tried to, tussle with him, fight, say that he did something to her because blackmail him in that sense. So I think it's a fine line because I don't think putting stuff on the internet is right. But when it comes to defending yourself as a man, I think you should put certain things on the internet so nobody can go to court and say, well, he hit me or he did something to me. Record everything because once you get in court, most times the judge and the jury, they're going to lean on the woman's side.
Every time, bro. And my thing with that, just playing devil's advocate, is like a lot of dudes fall in love with women who are promiscuous. You know what I mean? You vying for her time. You might not be her top dude she with, but you spending money, you doing all this stuff trying to hopefully come out on top. You know what I mean? Especially dudes who dealing with a girl and this is the most attractive woman you ever dealt with in your life. So you actually going the extra mile, kind of overlooking stuff. I think women do the same thing when they'll overlay a lot of themselves on a lot of situations when they like the guy a lot. You ain't really got a lot of them, they're a lot of themselves. So I think he might have known, like she could have been doing things that are inconsistent. Like you were looking at a girl right now who might be your wife, and you are already like picking up on the red flags. Like, yo, she go days without answering the phone. You know what I mean? She always going in the bathroom, taking phone calls. It's a lot of little red flags that they do or men do that you like, okay, that's weird to me. You know what I mean? So he could be like, "Oh yeah, that she just go. She every time she call her mom and she sit in the car, talk to her mom. She's or she pull up to the house and she don't get out at first. She just sit in the car for like 30, 40 minutes before she come in the house. Like stuff like that. Nigga, but when you really like somebody, you will lie to yourself. Like, oh, maybe she just want to decompress, or maybe I was playing a game on my phone. I was talking to my sister. And that happens. That's the thing, man. So I feel like, yo, sometimes it do kind of be. I hate saying it kind of be their fault, bro. Like it kind of be your fault. Like you shorty was out there when you met her. You try to save her from that lifestyle, and then when you found out the kid when you was, now you want to make a little spectacle all online.
Yeah, I think sometimes you gotta pay attention to
how they were getting money. What you say?
Yeah, I think you need to date yourself. And when I say that, I mean you need to date someone that is either at your level or at the level that you're going to. I'm not saying that everyone should just have a lot of money and date somebody else with a lot of money. I mean, like your mindset has to be there. So if your mind is like, if you yourself, that you're going to be faithful to someone and you're moving in the direction and sitting in rooms with people that have morals, values, and principles, then you are going to find somebody with the same morals, values, and principles as you because you're sitting in those spaces. But if you go to a place where it's more people that are being promiscuous, you're going to find that in that space. If you're dibbling and dabbling, you're going to find a dibbler and dabbler. You get what I'm saying? So you have to get yourself right first and then find someone that is on the same level as you mentally, because you're not going to just find a diamond in the rough all times. Like you go to the club, you're going to get someone that likes to party. You go to the church, that's a little iffy because it'll be people
get
go to
somebody who like to party. They like to lie about partying. You get somebody who like to lie about partying, bro.
You go to the gym, you're gonna get somebody that is in the gym into fitness. If you see them consistently in the gym, like you go to the gym every day, you see this.
Yeah,
you go shopping. Like
that up.
Somebody told me one time, go to Food Line and look in a girl cart. You can tell if she cook or not.
That's funny, bro. That's funny. Yo, good. You go to the Dollar Tree. That's when you're gonna bag something. You don't get a girl who really gonna appreciate you. You really want to get appreciated, get a girl at the Dollar Tree. She needs you, bro. She really needs you in her life. But my thing with that is just like, I agree with you 100%, but I will say sometimes you don't know the games women play. until they played on you. Sometimes women don't know the games men play until they played on them. Like I didn't know that was a way, I didn't know that was a red flag until I seen what the red flag produced. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you'll see a girl and she everything you want to be when she needs something from you. And then when she get that thing from you, she goes, she a different person. So sometimes men you gotta pay attention to consistency. Because sometimes, they got this thing called love bombing, which I hate. I think just loser women create all these little terms. You know what I mean? Love bombing when a dude do everything you want him to do. He giving you gifts, he's showing you attention up front. Like, what the hell am I supposed to do? Like, that's love. Oh, this is love bombing you. That's something that the girl that don't get no man say to a girl who getting attention because she jealous. Like no girl ever accused a man love bombing her while it's happening. It's always from your fat friend that's mad that you getting attention. Like, yo, stop it. Stop making up terms because nobody likes you, B. That's insane. But yeah, man. Because I don't know if you can attest to it, but I've been in relationships where now that I look back, I'm like, that was some BS. You know what I mean? Like the way she was moving didn't make sense. So now when I get my wife, and I'm just like, my wife is completely opposite of what I've been. So I guess sometimes you gotta get treated bad before you get treated good. How you feel about that? Especially women. I think every woman, don't never date a woman who ain't been in a bad relationship yet. She ain't gonna appreciate you. She ain't, bro. I ain't gonna say I ain't say being in a relationship, but she got knocked between the refrigerator and the stove. Like, you ain't gotta, not that bad, but at least let her be in a relationship where she appreciates. Because I done seen women done told me personally, bro, they'll be complaining to their girlfriends about you, and her girlfriend will be like, well, at least he don't do this. Well, at least he taking care of the bills. Well, at least he watches kid. Well, at least he pay for stuff for his kid. Some women don't realize how good a relationship they in because they never been in a bad one.
That's it. So what was the question again? So I could answer it directly. So you're saying, go ahead, ask the question again.
So do you think it's important for you to be in a bad relationship before? Do you think it's important for a woman to have a dating history before you date her?
I think she should have a dating history, but not an extensive dating history, right?
Oh my God.
No, listen to what I'm saying when I say this, right? Because if a woman is in a bad relationship multiple times, I don't trust her choices. That's why I say extensive bad relationships, because you're choosing me to date and be serious with, but you have 10 other people that you got it wrong with. You get what I'm saying? So
I'm gonna let you finish, but I'm gonna just say this: it's more bad women, it's more good women than good guys out here. But go ahead.
You're right. Just because you're good, don't make you doesn't say that you are able to make good decisions.
True.
You hear what I'm saying? A good woman is more than just being faithful and X, Y, and Z, right? It's how can you make decisions, or how can you follow a lead, right? That's what I feel. That's my opinion. Like, if you could follow my lead and you could give me insight on maybe this may not be the right way to go, or you could read a person while I'm talking to that person, that's a good woman to me, right? Not just cooking and being faithful. So I like my woman to, like my wife, like if she feels something that I don't see, which I see a lot, and I'm not saying I catch everything, she'll tell me, well, you don't need to deal with that person. I feel, and every person that she told me that I didn't need to deal with business, she's been spot on. And it's not just emotion with it, it's more so she's looking from the outside in, right?
Yeah.
And women are more not say pessimistic, but they look at the bad side of things faster than men do. We look at opportunity. They look at more so, okay, what could happen may happen, right? We are optimists. They are pessimists in a sense. So I don't think a woman should have an extensive dating history. I just think she needs to realize things quicker to know not to go that way again. So that's just me.
Gary said a cleaner slate would take it to always be better. No past trauma, no making up for a past nigga mistakes, low mileage vagina, win-win. Look, Gary, look, man, Gary, because Gary, like, yo, not married. Gary, you got two options when you out here in these streets, bro. When it comes to a woman, I'm glad I'm see God sending me these balloons because I'm about to say something. I'm about to drop a truth bomb on you, bro. You either gonna get a girl who's great in bed, is doing all the little freaky stuff you like, or a girl who's not doing none of the stuff you like. So you talking about low mileage vagina? What type of woman do you want? Because you know when you get married, you got to choose. You got to pick. Do you want a clean slate with low mileage? Who now you done been Gary done been in the streets messing with girls who got OnlyFans doing all types of backflips off a pole. So now that's where your status is. That speaks again to what Domonique was saying about not having premarital sex. You know, that's one thing that hurts you. Now that I'm older, you notice that's one thing that changes things, because premarital sex, now you got this standard of, I want a girl to do a backflip off the bed and land on my meat. but you don't want her to know how. And you know, I want her to do something this, but I don't want to know how to do it. So
but that goes into discipline too, though. The discipline accent. Like for men, we have to show discipline in different areas, right? So even if, say, Gary did experience that, he has to be disciplined enough not to go back that way once he is with that type of woman that he wants or he desires, right? That he is going to marry. He has to understand that she is not that way. So he may have to, I'm not saying show her to flip off the bed or anything like that, but he may have to be patient with meeting that expectation and know, like, this is a great woman. She just needs more of time to please me in that way, because you do not want to deal with someone that has had multiple partners over and over and over and over again, because at the end of the day, that's going to make it harder for her to be with you too, right? Because we know as people, we get upset, we go to the comfort. So whatever that person comfort is, they're going to revert back to that. So that is not a recipe for success, in my opinion.
I think that's something we're hitting on, something that is a big reason why people don't stay in relationships or can't seem to keep each other happy in relationships, because they both have multiple partners, and now she has a standard because she done had somebody done broke a headboard on her. So that you ain't even coming with that type of energy without the gas station honey pack. So now you know what I mean? Now you on, it's two different worlds, man. So I get it. You know, when you young and you see, oh, don't have sex before marriage, you like, man, whatever. It don't make sense. But then when you start comparing to, okay, now, people want to talk about soul ties. It's a whole nother conversation. I'm just talking about, okay, her standards in the bedroom are going to be a little higher or different than your standards. And, that could become a conflict, man. I'd rather have a girl who just a novice, just a regular old missionary type chick, man. I'm straight with all little backflips, slide down the pole chicks. I'm good.
Let's be honest, it's really not that much you could do. It's really not that much you could do. But
it's really some girls.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was saying it's some girls who don't. I agree with you. It's not much that you could do, but it's some girls who never say no to anything you request. And that's what I'm saying. It's like you got the girls who they never say no, girls. And I think because me and my OG was having the same conversation, man, about he got a great girl right now, but he was saying he's still getting approached by girls from his past life who were, had a different level of energy as far as sexually. He was saying like his other girl, they don't initiate the way he wants them to initiate. So he feels almost as if they don't care as much. And a lot of people say that, you know what I mean? They don't, you have that girl who she a eater, like the boys say. She a monster or whatever, like the boys say. And the new girl is a regular female. Like, if you want to do it, let's do it. But I'm not going to call your phone at 3 p.m. and say, yo, hurry home so I can do X, Y, Z.
I think you should look at what do you want more. Like, and I think if you're OG, I don't know who it is, and I'm not going to speak on his situation, but if they're able to access you at this time, that means that they look at you a certain way too. Because you may have
he got one foot in, one foot out.
Yeah, so you gotta go all the way on the like this old man told me at work one time. He said, "You're trying to be on both sides of the fence, son." I said,
Yeah.
"What you like? You can't do that. You got to be on one side or the other." So if you are gonna say, "I'm gonna leave this life alone," you gotta leave that life alone completely,
Fact.
and don't respond back. Don't show no attention. Like really filter yourself to a point where they know they can't approach you. They know they can't pull you back in. They know that you're not going backwards. Because I don't have anybody reaching out to me from
Yeah,
my
I think it
past.
dials back.
Yeah, cut yourself
100%
off completely.
It dials back, and I agree with that 1,000%, man. Because I always carry yourself. Because men, we can hop on these podcasts, these misogynistic and women hating podcasts, all you want to. But the rule of thumb always, if she did to you what you doing to her, how would you feel? And if I would y'all be ready to put hands on her, or I would break up her immediately. If that's the case, don't do it. Like we ain't got to get into a man is this and a woman is that. It's as simple as if she did that to me, how would I react? And if your reaction will be to blow up, don't do it, bro. Stop trying to act like the goalpost is different because who's doing it. Like you ain't got to do it. Like don't move like that. Like I was like a certain thing. Your ex want to call you and talk about old times. Oh, you might hit me on the Zoom and reminisce so we could talk about that time we went to go. Like, if I walked in on my wife and she talking about going to a baseball game with Philip, I'm like, bro, like, you know what I mean? Like, what's going on? Or going out to dinner. Because that's one thing me and you both have to experience. Now when you're in a corporate setting or when you own a business, you do have to deal with possibly going out to dinner or going out to talk to certain females in certain spaces when it's business related. But you got to be able to make sure that this is above the board. Like to me, if it could be a Zoom call, I'd rather Zoom. Like I'm not going out of my way to go to dinner for because women always hit me up. Hey, I'm thinking about trying comedy. You think we could go out one time so I could pick your brain? No, you can go on the Zoom. Like, what do we gotta go out? You know what I mean? Like, what do I gotta go out with you to ask me questions about comedy, bro? Like, that's it. You better fact you can ask me in my DM like you talking to me right now. Like, what's up? You know what I mean?
So the way I handle it is I have multiple people there. Like if I gotta go to dinner with someone, I have multiple people there. It's not. I'm like, okay, I'm bringing my partner. This is what we're going to discuss, and I have an agenda. And when it comes to taxes, that helps too, to have the agenda laid out to say this is what we're going to discuss, this is how much food we spent, and this is the contract that we're going over. So I do prefer Zoom calls rather than in person when it comes to one-on-ones with people. But when it's a group setting, I'd rather be in person so we can all have a collaborative discussion when it comes to business when it's the opposite sex. And even like in today's society, you never know with guys too. Like you go on a one-on-one, like for real, like you gotta think about it. Like somebody might hit you up and say, "Hey Josh, let me pick your brain. Let me pick your brain at dinner." And you go there and ain't no dinner talk going, no business talk going on at dinner.
Boy, that's wow, that's scary right there, man. That's scary.
Yeah, but you got to think about it though, right?
You're right. And my relationships with the opposite sex, as far as the business is concerned, is 10 times better now that I'm married, man. It seems like because the women who are solely about their business are way more comfortable dealing with you because they know you married. Because a lot of women who are great at business are always afraid of dealing with men whose intentions aren't always about business. So when they find out, oh, Josh is a good guy, he's married, he's respectful, I tend to have a way better relationship with women. I tend to have women being way more comfortable around me, and sometimes when it comes to women who produce shows, I tend to be one of the guys that the women reach out to first. Oh, let me call Josh. I know he ain't trying to sleep with me. I know he about his business, and I know he gonna respect me. So that's another plus I say about getting married, man. It puts you in a different light in corporate America. You look structured, you look more together, you look more honorable. Like a lot of pluses that people don't realize come with having a wife, bro. It's weird, but you don't realize until you got one.
Yeah, and I think it makes you more responsible for a lot of things too. Not only the trust aspect when it comes to outside of your household and doing business with different people and the opposite sex most of the time. Because I've come to realize like women will work with you faster than men because men are more in a competition with you and they don't want to see you succeed over them in most cases. So like an ego thing. Like I need to be the boss. I need to be this person. I need to be that person. But bro, you didn't do the stuff that you need to do, to be that. You didn't create what you need to create. I'm bringing an opportunity to you as the creator and structuring all of these things, and you think that you should make more money than me. You should do this, but you didn't do all the groundwork to get there. But women, on the other hand, they're like, oh yeah, I see your vision. I see what you're trying to do. And I'm not saying all women are like this, but I've seen that majority of women are like, okay, I need to learn from you. Men don't want to learn from another man because they feel like it's demasculating them. Like they're not a man if they're learning from another man. But I'm excited to meet like a CEO that knows more than I do. And like I'm having a Zoom call with one of the CEOs that I met at Thanksgiving. And he was like, you want to do coffee? I'm thinking about going to DC from North Carolina just to have a 30-minute coffee with this man that has been in the game longer than me, right? Like I get excited about stuff like that. And if he needs me to do something, I'm going to do it because I'm trying to learn from him. And I don't ever think people put that in perspective. Like I could learn from you. Like I learn a lot from you, Josh. And I'm like, whatever you need to teach me, whatever you need to tell me, teach me. You need me to go hold the camera. You need me to like whatever you need me to do, I'll do it. But I think that part of men needs to go to the wayside. Like stop thinking that just because another man is doing better than you, you have to be in competition with him. Because at the end of the day, when it really comes down to it, you don't have anything to be in competition with right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, what I'm saying.
Absolutely. And I feel like your wife, like you said, your wife can sometimes recognize those ulterior motives when it comes to men trying to deal with you. Because it's one thing for men to want you to work with you and men who want you to work for them. And a lot of people don't want to work with you. They want you to work for them. You know what I mean? Like you'll come with me with an idea, oh, Josh, I want to do X, Y, Z. And it's a bunch of stuff that's going to put them in a higher position than you. And then it don't really benefit you, but they'll paint a picture as if it does in a certain way. I'm thinking about opening this company, man. I want you to do the social media for it. I want you to do the visuals for it. I want you to do the creative for it. But it ain't putting you in a position of power. It's putting you in a position of servitude. It's basically a job offer. It's not a business, collaboration in that way. And you got to know the difference, man.
And I think the conversation needs to be different when people do come to you or people come to me. It's not more so, I want you to do this, right? It's more so, I would like to learn what you do. I would like for you to teach me what you do. And can I shadow you? Can I understand? Can I help you in some way? Offering help or asking for guidance. Those are the best ways to network because someone that is established, you go to them and say, can I help you with anything? Build that relationship. Don't just come off and say, I want you to do this. Well, why should I do that for you without charging you? But when you go into, Josh, can I help you with anything? Like, well, I see you got this going on. I want to help you. And then your immediate response will be like, well, how much do you charge? But the person response should be, well, I'm not going to charge you anything. I just want to learn from you. I admire your work. And then you're like, oh, well, come on. But once that happens and once someone welcomes you in, you got to really put forth the effort to doing that. Don't just take days off. You need to be going above and beyond to show that person that what type of person you are, that you have a work ethic, that you have dedication, that you are really that genuine person that you're coming to be for that person and for other people. That's how you get in the rooms. That's how you get into different spaces that will help you succeed. And then once you are successful, you need to reach back to the person and still continue to help those other people. And that's why I do mentorships and coaching myself.
But that's like a textbook explanation on how to integrate yourself and work with people who are on a higher level than you. You know what I mean? And that's very important, even though that's very rare that you might rope that fish that's a CEO or an executive person, you know. So if you can't though, it's always okay to try to work with I think it's what it's called. It's like horizontal collaboration and not vertical collaboration. Like, oh, try to work with somebody that's on the same level as you are. You know, that's the, especially when it comes to content creation on my side, it's always people that's trying to work with, let's say, a Desi Banks or a Kevon Stage or a Country Wayne. When the guy up the street is trying to be the next Desi Banks or Country Wayne or Kevon Stage, but you don't want to work with him because you don't want to work with people who are doing the same thing you're doing, who on the same level you're doing. That's why a lot of people fail at content creation. I think that's why a lot of people fail, period, because you're always trying to chase the bigger fish. Let me go work with Elon Musk. Like, bro, get your rank up or build up some equity in the industry. That way, when you're known for doing whatever you want to tell these dudes at up on the higher levels that you do, oh man, I already cornered the market for the people at my level. So now when they reach down, I'm the name to know. I'm the guy to know when it comes to whatever it is that I'm doing, because I've already done collabed and, you know, helped everybody around me and showed them that I'm the standout in that particular field. You know what I mean? So I definitely feel like what you said is amazing, and that's almost a textbook thing to say when you're trying to integrate yourself and work with some CEOs. But if you can't, man, you better get the guy next to you.
And there's power in numbers too, right?
Yeah,
like if we're all on the same level and we are formulating a super team on that level, we can exceed and push that narrative quicker. So if we have 10 people rather than me going to a CEO or somebody that's well established and saying, I want to do this. If you have 10 people that have produced while you're trying to reach out to these CEOs and you're just leveling up with those people, now you can touch more people on the bottom and pull them up too. Now you may not need that CEO anymore, because the people that say no to you based off of the conversation that you do have, those may be the people that want to work with you when you are on that level now. Because I did work with everybody on my level. You keep leveling up. Now you're sitting right there with that CEO that said no to you. And now it's your decision to say, do I want to still work with this person because they already showed their colors, and maybe they didn't have time to do it, or maybe they didn't want to waste their time doing it. But now you're like, well, I don't really need that from that person anymore. But if he wants to work together, I already have 10 people that I'm working with that I started with, that I've grown with, because everything is a cycle. So Desi and Country Wayne and all these other people that's in the content creating community, they were starting out around the same time, just like artists. Like artists start out in the same time. They go like Drake, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole. They all were starting out around the same time. Jay-Z, Nas, like everyone was starting out at the same time, and they all moved up together. So this just may be your level right now, and that you need to move up with these people that are on the same level as you right now. But if you keep waiting and chasing a bigger fish, you're just going to stay in one spot, and you're going to ultimately stop doing what you're doing and try to go into another field, and then it's over.
Yeah, that's true. That's where I'm at right now. You know, always trying to, you know, bounce back between, you know, what's the word that we using for, you know, just counseling people or helping people with their social media and trying to build my own. So it is a constant tug of war of trying to. But I mean, at the end of the day, nobody's ever gonna pay you the amount you can earn if you were self-sufficient and doing your own thing. Like your own business is never gonna, it's always gonna be significantly more valuable than working for somebody if you can build your business the right way. So, you know, I'm trying to, but entrepreneurship ain't for the weak, man. It's a weird, it ain't no joke.
You're wearing all the hats, the hats until you have teams set up. And that, you know, that's why I push the different companies and businesses. Like if you have a company and you are one person, you don't have a company, you have another job. So your step should be moving into teams. So you have a team dedicated to this. You have a team dedicated to that, like social media, sales, operations, product development and innovation, service development. Because if you stay delivering the same service, that's it. You're not moving. Like you're just saying this service, this service, this service. People are like, how many times can somebody rebook you? Yeah, you could get rebooked, but as far as you growing, you're never going to grow.
Heck yeah. Hold on 1 second. You know, yeah, he be the first one up every time, man. That's my man's right there. As soon as he hears something rumbling, he wide awake, bro. He wide awake. But yeah,
But
man,
yeah, I know.
you what's that?
Go ahead. You go ahead.
Nah, you hit the nail right on the head, man. You hit the nail right on the head. Just creating those systems, and I know that's a whole nother podcast for a different day. But you know, always 2025. You know, I'm definitely committed to trying to work with the people around me a little more. Stop really trying to reach up to work with people above me, man. I feel like the most important thing is, I know me and you talked about it multiple times. It's like we're trying to build something here. You know what I mean? Why try to be the next Tyler Perry when you could build your own version of that where you are? You know what I mean? So I'm excited to go into 2025 more focused on building and not, you know, trying to integrate myself into someone else's system, because you're never going to make what you need to make, and you're never going to be as successful as you want to be trying to integrate yourself into another person's system rather than building your own. It's a lot harder, but to me, I feel like it's ultimately worth it.
Yeah, and speaking of building and bringing people up and working with people on the same level, we are coming out with a coaching community that Josh will be teaching. You know, teaching you how to get into social media, teaching what you need to look for, how to, you know, everything that he does for these companies, he's going to be teaching you. So stay tuned for that. We have info sessions on Mondays. We have Life Before on Wednesdays, and we're going to be doing this every morning to give y'all hot topics, great discussion, and, you know, give you some game on, you know, our experiences and how to navigate in this world, and, you know, just a laid back conversation and be very entertained with the craziness that's going on from technology, politics, and every aspect of headline news. So I know we're right at time. Josh, you want to take us out, or you got anything to say?
Man, I just want to say, y'all be good, man. We going into the new year, our New Year's resolutions. Our next couple episodes gonna be focused on things you could do to try to help you get to this new year and be a better you, man. Whether that be a mindset thing, whether it be relationship stuff, whether that be taking advantage of our coaching or our Scrum Master courses, man. So, you know, see y'all tomorrow. See you for the rest of the week, man. We starting 2025 resolutions today. Yo, get in front of the curve, man. Go ahead and join the gym. Join a real gym. Don't join Planet Fitness, yo. That's not a real gym. Not. They serve pizza and bagels. They're not gonna get you right, bro. They not
and donuts.
Yeah, join a real gym, man. Don't join a building that make you feel better about yourself. Join a real gym. And I'm gonna tell you right now, before we get out of here, I'm gonna tell you right now, the most important decisions you're gonna make about benefiting yourself, you're gonna do alone. So if you getting a gym buddy and you ain't gonna go to the gym without your gym buddy, you're gonna be fat forever. Like you gotta be okay with working out by yourself, bro. That's how you do it.
All right, that's it for us today. Well, this morning, it's in the morning, but that's it for the morning show. Just catch us again tomorrow, and that's it. Headline news.